Welcome, Aquarius, to the month of September 2017. And this month I'm going to be doing a bit of something different as I am dealing with a health matter and I cannot sit for a great deal of time. And for that reason, I need to, as soon as I get through recording this, I need to elevate and ice my knee because I've been told I have arthritis in it and it hurts. So, I just wanted to say that's why I'm not doing the chart readings, transit readings this month, because it's too time consuming. All right, so let's get right into it. Aquarius, you are the light that shines on earth across the sea. This is the light which ever shines within the dark and cleansing with its healing rays that which must be purified until the dark has gone. Your ray of manifestation is the fifth ray, which is a 5-pointed star. Your personality-centered planetary rulers and their rays are the planet Saturn and the third ray with this triangle here, and the planet Uranus, and like a strange little, what looks to be like a weird swastika. Your soul-centered rulers are the planet Jupiter and the second ray, or a small cross. Soul-centered esoteric astrology is primarily concerned with the study of the unfoldment and externalization of consciousness. As we shall discuss in part 3, we can use the rules and methods of traditional exoteric astrology in order to predict events, but it is through our use and understanding of the esoteric planetary rulers and the ray energies that we can or may determine the level of consciousness which will be manifesting through these events. The rising sign greatly determines the force field through which the soul expresses itself into the outer world. At this point in our history, the rising sign of the planet Earth has just moved into the sign of Aquarius. This means that the water bearer can be said to be the primary field of expression for the soul of humanity. It is through the characteristics and nature of Aquarius, therefore, that the collective human purpose during the next 2,000 years will be revealed. This is a transcendental frame of reference insofar as it affects the entire overview of human effort and is the supreme astrological influence, coloring and impulsing all activities and evolutionary permutations. This also means that no matter what sign our individual sun, ascendant, moon, or other planet is in, we can all be said to have Aquarius rising, if not in our actual natal charts, then certainly transcendentally in the expression of our consciousness. It is therefore of tremendous importance for us to understand the nature of this sign and all of its implications. Many of the latter are outlined in chapter 4 of this book. It is especially important that these pages be carefully studied and reviewed. The underlying themes contained therein will not only help us to understand the inner urgings of the developed Aquarian individual, but will also aid us in unfolding the urges of Aquarius rising in our own charts. Just as the Pisces-Virgo polarity has been the underlying influence of humanity during the past 2,000 years, the implications of Aquarius-Leo must concern us at this time, as these two signs are on the fifth ray. Science, technology, and the products of the concrete mind will be the vehicles through which the unanimity of humanity is demonstrated. This will occur with the greatest of possible results when group endeavor and a spiritual approach to life are objectified into human consciousness and actions. The time is coming when this will be a reality, and there is a great potential now for such a realization. This requires a fusion and blending of two forces, the synthesizing of the energies of the seventh ray and the further activation of the second ray of love and wisdom. The second ray, by the way, is, this is my words, is the ray of the empath, or being very empathetic. The empath deals with like the healing, or not necessarily the medical field, but the healing of like the more emotional, perhaps, like spontaneous ability to reach out to others. This is the inherent combination of the two planets primarily concerned with the sign of the water bearer, Jupiter, its soul-centered ruler, and Uranus, its personality-centered one. The action of these two bodies, plus the additional energies of the other two signs on the fifth ray, Leo and Sagittarius, and their respective esoteric rulers, the Sun and the Earth, make for a potent combination. And in part 2 of my reading for you, Aquarius, I'm going to be going, as there's far too much to go on here, in the interest of saving time. In part 2, I'm going to be explaining to you the Aquarius on the mutable cross, or totally personality-centered individual, the fixed cross, or awakening to the soul-personality relationship, and the cardinal cross, the soul-centered individual. And what those crosses really stand for is planes of consciousness. And here's the columns of keywords that I will be going over in part 2. So, with that said, this has been a reading from the book called The Soul-Centered Astrology, A Key to Your Expanding Self by Alan Oken, if I didn't mention it before. Great read. I've had this since 1990. Yep. And so, have a fantastic September, Aquarians. Thank you so much.